Hi, I'm Winston from Tiny Chip Hub. Today, I'm going to make a short review on our latest creation, the Zyber Blanc, and talk about the BM1373 chip that powers it. I want to share some of the latest information we've learned from tearing down the latest real hardware, because there's really a lot of wild claims out there in the market. Let's get into it. We've designed many original models, but with the Blanc, we make two bold decisions. First bold decision, no screen. A lot of you now own more than just one miner, and every single one has its own tiny screen you have to walk over and check, which is a little bit annoying. So, with the Blanc, we try to removing the screen entirely. We use a breathing light strip to show running status. Clean, simple, glanceable from across the room. But then, how do you set it up and manage it? That's where Watchdog comes in. The Watchdog is our multi-miner management platform. One screen sees all. It scans your network, supports all the mainstream miners in the market, and lets you manage everything in batch. Of course, it's not required. It's just a fun desktop hardware we built for this. The detailed setup is on our website. With the Zyber Blanc, we explored two paths. One is the classical open flame design. You get maximum DIY freedom, advanced, stack accessories, optimize however you like. The other path is completely different route. A fully enclosed frame shaped like a mountain peak. We wanted to make something rational like mining a bit more artistic. So we didn't give it a cold lumber name, we named it Blanc, after Mont Blanc, one of the most famous mountains in Europe. If you didn't know, you'd never guess this is a miner. It looks like a desk ornament. A desk ornament that might just win you the lottery. Recently, I've seen some tearing down videos of the Zyber Blanc online. Someone pointed at two resistors on the bottom that we apparently deliberately removed and jumped in. Yes, that's true, you have been warned. Last time we put them together, we opened a warp portal and Cinch himself showed up and started rewriting our firmware. Do you really want to explain to the Inquisition why your miner is running on Chaos Code? Just kidding. Actually, those spots are reserved for future compatibility with different chips. We are a team of engineers who design our own miner from the ground up. We know every circuit, every component, and why it's there. That's right, we are already working on new models. High hash rate, a taller mountain. How does Zyber Everest sound? Anyway, I want to thank you for supporting us as we explore new directions, and for your patience with the new products. For some of the issues that come up with the early units, we listened, we acted, and we fixed them. We also provide free upgrades to our early customers that encounter with those issues. Your suggestions don't go into a black hole. We hear them, and they shape what we build next. That's what Tiny Chip Hub's engineering culture is about. We don't just sell boxes, we care about how they work for you. Now, let's talk about the heart of the miner, the BM1373 chip. This is exactly the same chip used in the BM1373 Antminer S23 series. We are among the very first to build a single-chip BM1373 miner. When we first got our hands on the early S23, we tore it down, counted the chips, and divided the total hash rate by the numbers. The result? About 2.1 terahash per chip. So, when we first designed the Zyber Blanc, we treated 2.1 terahash as the honest number. Around 3 terahash is, in our view, is a reasonable and stable overclock. Later on, we released an OC version of the Blanc for exactly like that. We run our miner at a level that balances performance and lifespan because we believe a miner should run for years, not weeks. Now, fast forward to today's, we just tore down a brand new S23, and guess what? BM has revised the design. They improved the cooling, and now each chip is pushing around 3.8 terahash. Why the jump? I think it's connected to the AI boom. Chip production capacity is being swallowed by AI demand. Even a giant like BM probably has to reduce the number of the chips and overclock the remaining ones to hit the target. But here's the thing. BM Antminer units are massive water-cooled industrial machines. A small desktop home miner doesn't have that kind of cooling. Desktop miners are limited by size, heat, power consumption, and noise. Trying to chase the industrial hash rate curve on your desktop, that is really, really hard. And then, there are some models pushing their chips to 5 terahash or even 10 terahash per chip. It grabs attention, sure, but what they don't tell you is the risk that comes with it. And remember, even at 3.8 terahash, the chip is already in overclocked territory. We learned this exactly where these chips are from, the Antminer S23. A smart miner should understand balance. Without extensive validation, staying conservative is always the right call. Why? Because we are responsible for the miner in your hand. We are not that kind of company that sells you a box and disappears. We stand behind our products. By the way, Planet Chip Hub only use brand new miners and brand new chips. We never use second-hand exact chips. That's a principle we will never compromise on. Winston has shown that with proper cooling, overclocking to 3.8 terahash is viable long-term. So, for our next project, the Zyber Everest, we will follow the official design guidance and tune it accordingly. No wide claims, low lab-only numbers, just solid engineering on your desktop. Okay, that's it for today's review and chip discussion. If this video helped you, like and share. I'm Winston from Planet Chip Hub. Know your hardware, mind smarter. See you next episode.